Hello, welcome back. So I've actually stuck up with this, so surprising. Yes, there. Okay, so as you've probably seen by the title, the Wedding Singer musical experience. Now you're probably wondering what the fuck that is. Well, it's this. Ooh, Inception. So today I went out to the Empire Theatre at Eton Court, which is in Inverness, and watched The Wedding Singer, the musical, which is based off of the smash hit Adam Sandler movie, The Wedding Singer, where he played the wedding singer. Pretty much, I have got it. I have actually got the blurb up there, but I'm not using the blurb. I was using it to get spell names right, but I don't think it really matters. Like, I did all that and then went, well, if I know what it says, what does it matter? So let me know then. So pretty much, the story of the Wedding Singer is Wedding Singer is engaged and all this, gets dumped by his fiancée, and pretty much goes into a dark depression. Pretty much ruins a wedding, gets thrown in a dumpster, then gets helped out by one of the waitresses at the wedding, who also gets who's also just got engaged to an asshole. I don't know what that was about. It just kind of was there. But the wedding singer falls in love with the waitress, and yeah, it's cool. That's not actually the whole story. He falls in love with the waitress. She falls in love with him. But it doesn't really confirm, as an actual thing. He goes to work for the asshole fiance on Wall Street. Pretty much quits after like 2 days. Goes to the waitress's house to confess his love. Doesn't, because he thinks she's happy being the, because she's getting married. So he goes away, meets the douchebag of fiance, gets his face smashed by him. Then drunk and disorientated, goes back to his house. Then his ex-fiance comes back. Then the waitress goes to his house. She goes to the door and actually gets answered by the ex-fiance, blah blah. In that, she then flies to Las Vegas with her fiance, and then the wedding singer, with the help of many impersonators, delivers his love song, and pretty much they end up getting married, and it's all good in the end. There was like other sub stories, but that's like the basis of it. Go watch it, it's amazing. Like, it is fucking fantastic. Great music, great acting, it's so funny. Both me and my mom were pissing ourselves laughing, and I was tweeting stuff out about it, and I got a retweet from one of the actresses, the director, and actually I got replies from one of the actresses and the choreographer director of the show. I also got a retweet from the actual musical producer of the show as well. So that's very cool, to be honest with you. So, in more detail, it follows the story of the wedding singer, who is Robbie Hart, who's played by John Roberts, who is from Avenue Q, and Legally Blonde is two of his big pieces. He's a fantastic actor, fantastic singer. He's very funny. Has a tell when he's bowing, which is similar to my mate's, where he actually smiles. Like before he goes up, he actually goes That was really bad because mine's a fucking awkward smile. My that's why I don't smile much, because I really don't like my smile. It's a weird, crunched up eye, side facey thing. But I too have a tell when I'm bowing. I just go really stern. Yes, cool, fine, yeah. Well, my mate actually smiles just before he does it. Which is fine. Every actor has, every stage actor has a tell. Similar to poker. But yeah, it was great. Robbie Hart is the lead singer of Simply Wed. You can see the play on words there, and they're wedding singers. He meets Julia, who is played by Cassie Compton, who's from X Factor. She's also very fantastic. Pretty much everyone's going to get described as fantastic, except one person. I'll explain that later. So he meets her, and pretty much he has a song to begin with about why his specific wedding group band is in high demand. She has her song about how she wants to get married. This is all set in 1985, so it's hilarious. Because right at the start you see all these trailers for Weird Science, Goonies, Cocoon, Rambo, and Desperately Seeking Susan with Madonna. Yeah, I do know some of the references. And then before it started, it was Back to the Future, because it comes up with June 28th, 2017, all the way back to July 6th, 1985, which I thought was hilarious. I thought it was very good. So she has that about how she wants to get married. It then cuts to her afterwards, and her boyfriend Glenn, who's played by Ray Quinn, who's also from X Factor and Dancing on Ice, who is good in is a fantastic, but in a different way. In the fact that I didn't like him, not the actor, but the character. He portrayed the character very well, and I didn't like it. Then I love. I love it when actors can portray characters so well that you hate them. It's the same thing that happened with the guy that plays Joffrey. That's why he doesn't act anymore. It's because after that role, everyone hated him that much that they couldn't see no one other than Joffrey. It's quite weird, but yeah, he was really good. Great singer, probably. Obviously, because they're on X Factor, so you can never really tell if they're going to be good or not. But he was very good, and all the New Jersey accents were spot on. Given the fact that all of them are British, I don't know about John Robbins. I don't know if he is British. I haven't actually looked that far into it. I've literally just got back. I'm going this at 25. Oh, nice airline. 25 to 8, and I got that around about 7:15. So you probably wouldn't want to that 20 minutes. That was literally just getting everything together. Start the video. But saying that, I have been recording for almost 10 minutes, so about 5 minutes getting everything ready and blah blah blah. So everything was spot on. It was really good. So this is he pretty much calls from his car saying, "Oh yeah, I've got Knicks. I got tickets for New York Knicks. I'm bailing on our anniversary." Pretty much that was the long and short of it. But you make up to it, and introduces Holly, who's played by Lucy Jones. Yeah, I thought that was something like that. Lucy Jones, who you might recognise, she was in X Factor, and she actually represented the UK in Eurovision this year, like 2017, and is one of my favourite musical actresses. Weirdly, not really. I first seen her in Rent, which I also did a video on. I think. I don't remember. And I think so good. And I was like, yeah, right. Everyone has that one like actor, actress, musical actress, or actor that they're like, yes, this is like brilliant. But that's mine. That's also who I got the retweet from. Mostly because I redirected it. I directed it at both the director and her, because I didn't have anyone else on Twitter, and I got retweet that from there, and I was like over the moon, because I'm that sad that somebody famous actually recognises me. But you know what I mean, like actually responded, and I know I should probably get used to that if I want to go on and become an actor, because that's going to be something that happens quite often. Fingers crossed. But she's fantastic, Welsh born, and all this. Yeah, just yeah, favourite actress. Anyway, we'll move on for that, because I could talk for literally hours and just keep going back around and all this. So they meet with her and all this. So that's pretty. Yeah. Okay, right. So ignore that. Let's move on. So pretty much she's like, it's fine. You know, he'll probably pop the question and all this. And eventually he does, but it's later on. It goes to the next day when Robbie's meant to be getting married. He's at the altar, and his fiancée doesn't turn up. And then he gets like a note, and he begins to read it, and it's so brilliantly done. Cake pops open, and she just appears from the cake. Sings the note out and all this, and it was so good, and just so aesthetically pleasing. And then it goes down, and she leaves the cake, and then all this, and it's like, brilliant. Then he goes into a depression, and it comes in with the, I'm going to admit, one of my favourite songs from it, which is, he's sitting in his bed, in his underwear, shirt open, hugging his guitar and playing it. And it literally starts off really slow and lost songy. It's actually from The Wedding Singer, like the film that Adam Sandler sings. And he's and then it goes into this really depressing, he was like, fucking die and shoot me please and shit like that. Brilliant. I like it. I think it's hilarious. Not only hugging his guitar, but also hugging the plastic bride from the top of the cake. Pretty much going a little psychotic. And then and then his two friends, George and Sammy, come round. George, who actually looked like George Michael. Not George Michael. That's me. I just kicked the stand. George come round, and they're like, "Come on, you got to do it," and they bring in loads of references. Like, when Marty McFly started disappearing from his photo, did he give up? No, he fought. It's just loads of 80s references. It was all great. Well, yeah. But the response to all that was, I don't know what you mean. Yeah. Take all that hate mean so you build yourself up again. And so like this. So it was all good. And then he's at a wedding. Like, shut open, just everything is there. And pretty much brings in, and also I love all the songs from it. But you know, so he brings in another one. This thing's wedding casualties. No, casualties of love. Yeah. It's just great. Pretty much, he just picks on people at the tables, and then there's that. Oh, it's just so aesthetically pleasing, and oh, so good. Choreography was amazing. Direction was amazing. Everything, pretty much, this whole show was amazing. Yeah. So there's all that, and like, it's okay, but pretty much he gets absolutely blooted. Starts singing, pretty much just insults the bride and blah blah blah. Ends up getting the shit kicked out of him by the bride. It's hilarious. Because there's actually then a lyric in the next song, which I think is called Dumpster, because he's in a dumpster, where he literally goes, the bride had to be sedated. So it's hilarious. That was just, yeah. Pretty much, well, you're not engaged and you're happy. Actually, I am engaged. Goes and just kind of like, he's standing up, and he just falls back in the dumpster. Pretty much all that. So he then gets, she convinces him to maybe do an event which isn't a wedding, like start off smaller, and pretty much it leads to him doing a bar mitzvah. It's brilliant. Because it's, you know, boy, 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 no more. It's great. I know, it's just, and pretty much they're out, and another song, it's pretty much, that leads into Robbie and Jules, kind of, oh, actually, I forgot to mention, Grandma Rosie. Grandma Rosie is, Robbie's grandma, played by Barbara Rafferty, which Last King of Scotland, Ramsay Nesbitt, all this. Also very good rapping. There's actually very nice. So pretty much they go out. So Robbie and Jules go out. Julia, sorry. Go out shopping. Like when shopping, because Glenn's blown it off because he's an asshole. Just that's the underlying thing. Glenn is an asshole, even more so than in the film, which is surprising because I thought he was a dick in the film as well. But in this, he's even worse. So, and they're like, oh no, we're not actually together, and then it's into that whole song where they actually start to have a connection, like, and all this. And Holly comes in again, and Julia and Holly are having a discussion about like what type of kiss is going to be at it, and she goes, "Well, go show me then." So Robbie and Julia kiss, and it lasts slightly too long. Not on a personal reason, as in like, from what they're doing, a little too long. Bit of lingo, and you're like, oh it's getting together here. So that's all good. And Julie, Holly goes, I might go and date him then. So they go out to a club, and it's brilliant because you look at them and you're like, yeah, you probably would get away with that in 1985, but you try doing that like here. Well, he's wearing parachute pants, which are in a sense trackies, not like sport trackies, fabric ones, which you would not be able to get into a club nowadays in. But he's just like, yeah, looking cool in my parachute pants. And all this, so it's like really like. There's like, because it's 1985, it's loads of 80s references, which I think is great. Just straight out the door, and pretty much Robbie and Holly kiss. But Holly's like, well, it's not. No, it doesn't seem right. It doesn't seem the same as you and Julia. And then it clicks that it's because they have a connection. And pretty much Julia gets absolutely mortaled. It's hilarious. Um, so it then leads on to the next day, and you have a little thing and all that. And Robbie actually goes to Glenn to ask for a job, and then brings in. Now, when I say this, I actually mean it. Like, not one. Like, was in the initial song. Well, the initial like, I Wanna Fucking Die. I can't even remember the name of the actual song. Is one of my favourites, along with It's All About the Green, which is pretty much everything revolves around money, and if you don't have it, then you're nothing. All that. That's what. So they do that, and it goes in this like fucking pant, like, you know, the striped blue and like the reddy pinky shirts that you see in like these "I'm important" member of a company. It symbolises that, so and that, and pretty much because he's trying to be more like Glenn, so Julia will be like, yeah, okay, you're worth it. But what he doesn't know is that Julia actually feels just as much in love with him as he did with her, but blah blah. He didn't think he was good enough, and so on. So he goes like that and pretty much quits after the second day. Calls in sick, then goes to the pub with a song. It's good because you're single now. It pretty much is just him going, yeah, I'm no longer trying to find a relationship, I'm just going to shag one bird after the other, and blah blah. And then he pretty much goes, yeah, thanks guys, I'm going to tell her how I feel, because he's actually drunk, but it like proceeds over the song, but they're getting drunker. And he goes there, and then he's like, oh, but she's really happy. But she's not, because what she's actually doing is, she says, hi, I'm Mrs. Glenn Gulia. I am Julia Gulia, and then realises that that is a crappy name. And realises that she prefers Julia Hart and Mrs. Robert Hart over that. And that's why she's smiling. But he doesn't know this because he can't hear her. And then Glenn turns up drunk on his pre-bachelorette. No, his pre-bachelorette party. Yeah. And pretty much, again, underlines him as an asshole. And I was like, well, let's talk this out. Like, man, if I win, then you tell her. If I win, you tell her. And if you win, then you don't tell her. He turns around, and he just gets, and Glenn just punches him. Like, not even being a gentleman in it. So that underlines him as an asshole even more than normal. So he pretty much is. So he's drunk, kind of iffy, almost. Then he goes back to his house, where his fiancée Jennifer, maybe. It's really bad. I can't remember. Oh, that's really bad. Oh, there you go then. Where his ex-fiancée, pretty much. Well, it's not shown. It's suggested that she takes advantage of his drunken state, and they have sex. So she's running around in a Van Halen top. The next morning is Robbie's grand's 50th anniversary. So he's getting changed. He turns around and goes, take off my Van Halen top before you jinx it, and they break up. Which is humorous because Van Halen actually did break up. I think it was 86 they broke up. So so there's that. They're at Grandma Rosie's 50th anniversary, where it's then Holly tells Robbie that Julia's gone off to Las Vegas with Glenn just to get married, because she went to his house to tell her how she felt. obviously his ex-fiancée was there in a Van Halen top. So she decided to go there. And like, oh well, I have to go and find her. They get to the airport. And it's like $2,000 because it's first class is the only seat left. He turns to Sam and he goes, "Can I borrow your credit card? You gonna pay me back?" "No." "Okay then. But what are you gonna do without a credit card?" And he pulls out like that. It's just a line large of like bulk of like maybe 15 credit cards that keep turning up in the mail. Brilliant. It's like it's the start of credit card debt. So no, that's it. Credit card debt isn't a real thing because credit cards were like chip and pin. And all that was very new. So dead point. So yes. Anyway, and get to Las Vegas, and he meets up with a Billy Idol impersonator, Billy Idol impersonator, Mr. T impersonator, Cyndi Lauper impersonator, a Whitney Houston impersonator, and I think it's President Reagan. Yeah, and then a President Reagan impersonator who's actually marrying Glenn and Julia. And he goes, "Well, can you stall it?" "Yeah, sure, we can stall it." And all this, and then he comes in with a song, and yeah, she goes, "I'm really sorry about this." He goes, "Well, you know what? I cheated on you like 100 times. Well, now I feel less sorry about this." And then the Whitney Houston impersonator kicks him in the nuts, and it's all fun. It's all fun again. When it comes to the wedding, and Robbie's ex-fiancée turns up with the Billy Idol impersonator because they're both. Yeah, he looks like Billy Idol, so that's fine. And then it finishes, and it was fucking fantastic. So yeah, so it was a very good show. Highly recommend it. It's still at Eaton Court until the 1st of July, which is Saturday. Yeah, Saturday, and so there's one tomorrow, the 29th, which is Thursday, at 8 o'clock. The one that was yesterday and the one that's today were like between £26 and £30 per seat. The one on one Friday and Saturday is the 29 to 35 for the morning, I think. Yeah, and the evening one for the pretty much call it £26 to £35. There you go. Me trying to like remember the actual prices. It's probably easier that way. And yeah, that's all the way up till that's 8 o'clock on Saturday. It's the last performance, and then it's heading down to Blackpool. So it's Blackpool, whatever a week yesterday was. Yeah, pretty much. It's in Blackpool to the 8th. So the 4th to the 8th of July. Yeah. So yeah, I don't know after that. So yeah. So yeah, if you're anywhere near those places, why not go? Give it a check out. It is really bloody good. I will do this. and hopefully the glare's not much. So that so pretty much it's www.theweddingsingmusical.com. Twitter is @WedSingUKTour. Facebook is the same. Yeah, pretty much. It's WedSing UK Tour for Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and then if you actually just type into this one's pretty straightforward, but if you just type in The Wedding Singer Musical into YouTube, then you'll get all the songs and all that. If you put in the UK tour, it might come up with when it was down in London, which I think was 2 weeks back. Oh, yep. So the full rundown is John Roberts, Ray Quinn, Ruth Murdoch. Yeah, I don't know why I can't. Oh wait, no, that wasn't the one I went to see. No. The one I went to see had Barbara Rothery in it instead of Ruth Murdoch. Cassie Compton, Lucy Jones, that I can know, and the rest there. The music's by Matthew Slocum, the book by Chad Belgen and Tim Hatherley, who also actually wrote the original Wedding Singer, the Adam Sandler film, and lyrics by Chad Belgen as well. Then I'm going to like the song page. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about when she popped out the cake. See, I thought it was really aesthetically pleasing. So, yeah. Yeah, and that's all about the green there, and then there's the songs. So it's Your Wedding Day, Someday, then Robbie's Reprise of Someday, a note Linda, that's it, that's fiance. It's Your Wedding Day Reprise, which is just, him really sad. Pop, which is, it's okay, he'll pop the question sometime. Somebody, it's literally just called Somebody Kill Me. A note from Grandma. Casualty of Love. Come Out of the Dumpster. Today You're a Man, which is the one where he's at the bar mitzvah. George's Prayer, which is, I can't remember which song it is, but it's meant to be in Hebrew, but it doesn't sound like Hebrew. Not That Kind of Thing, which is, it's okay, I see lots of this. No, it's just pre-wedding jitters. We're not a couple. Saturday Night in the City, and I can't even read that. Enton at, I don't know. I think that's just, it's the piece of music that sets up the stage. All at the Green, Someday, Julia's Reprise, Right in Front of Your Eyes, All About the Green Reprise again, which is when they're at the bar. Single, If I Told You, Let Me Come Home, and Not That Kind of Thing, / I Told You Reprise, so just between both of them. Move That Thing, Bang, Grow Old With You, and just the finale, which is It's Your Wedding Day again. Move That Thing is Grandma Rosie and the guy and George singing, rapping together. It's brilliant. Because Grandma Rosie goes off, and then someone else in the same costume comes on and does like backflips and stuff, and you're just like, it's funny. So yeah. If you don't know what I meant by the suit with the shirts, oh god, that's what I meant by the shirts. Like those striped, different coloured, white collared, blue things, and all that. Wait, I'm trying to get it so it's like This guy played Sammy in the performance I went to see. The one that was today. He's playing Sammy. That's Roxanne, who's in Emmerdale. Who I don't know. Didn't do the performance I were to see, because that was Lucy Jones instead. So yeah, I don't know exactly what happened with that. So yeah, and then this is backstage stuff. The acrobatics and the dancing was phenomenal. It's probably the reason I can't get into musical theatre is because I can't dance for shit. But anyway, that was the show. I hope you guys. Oh my god, there's a hand coming through my door. Yeah, Mum just was like, food. We has food now. Yeah. Anyway, if you guys have enjoyed this video, then why not give it a like, share it around so other people can, see it. Give us a comment if you want to see anything else. If you liked this random way of describing exactly, bad description of plot, then why not say more about that? And yeah. If you haven't already and you enjoyed what you've seen today, or if you're still a bit unsure, why not go through? I've got gaming stuff and I've got random vlogs like this. Why not give those a wee look? And if you enjoy what you've seen, then why not hit the subscribe button? So I've been Panda, you've been you. I will see you guys at some point. Panda out.